Up to now, Intel was an audacious plan on a large scale to return to its prominent position in both chip design and chip manufacturing. One thing that makes this plan so large and so complex is that since the last time Intel had that unique vertically integrated dominance of both chip design and manufacturing, so much has changed. First, there's a big difference between being born that way and trying to execute a strategy to recreate or recreate what it might have looked like had Intel never lost its previous dominance. On the product side, that is, on the side that designs chips, the task looks pretty straightforward. Get the right product mix and make sure the designers design competitive products. But the industry is vastly more competitive than it used to be. From a position of industry total dominance, Intel could always attract the best chip designers, in part because those chip designers would have access to the world's best fabs and packaging technology. Now they have to find people who are interested in working on restoring Intel to a leading position. That's a big difference. The way chip designs are monetized is also different. Intel had to build its own fabs because nobody else could build Intel's chips, and so how could they sell their own chips? Now you have companies like ARM that are purely licensing their designs. That is, not only do they not make their own chips, they don't even sell their own chips. You literally can't go down to Micro Center and buy an ARM branded chip. Every chip that uses an ARM design is sold by companies like Qualcomm to companies that make phones and laptops. Apple makes their own ARM chips and sells them to nobody else. Nearly all of those ARM chips are manufactured by contract manufacturers like TSMC or Samsung, except Samsung, of course, has their own ARM chips that they make in their own fabs and use in their own phones. This just scratches the surface of how complex the ecology of chip design and manufacturing is these days. You also can't just decide to manufacture state-of-the-art chips again. It has to be a business with multi-billion-dollar scale, or the state-of-the-art machines to make those chips will never earn back their cost. By using Intel's own designs as pioneers for new generations of chip manufacturing processes, Intel could, plausibly, achieve that scale that otherwise prevents anyone else from being a chip manufacturing startup. Starting new process nodes with their own chip designs also enables Intel to absorb the cost of ramping up yield. Yield is the term for what percentage of chips that actually work up to spec when manufactured and tested. This is also crucial to the economics of chip manufacturing. None of this is fully in control of any of the players in this business. If you're lucky, and Intel has been notably not lucky, everything works a little better and a little cheaper than your competitors until the next product cycle, and then everything is up for grabs again. It seems like Intel's board doesn't like that game. It seems more like they are disappointed with reality than with a particular CEO. With the CFO as temporary CEO, they wound the clock back to the Bob Swan era. Swan reportedly didn't want the job, but they had to find somebody to replace Brian Krzanich. Who will they find now?